My name is Brandon Hawkins. I grew up in the Pleasant Run area, suburb of Cincinnati. Originally, I started doing oil on canvas paintings, usually traditional old world work, more like Da Vinci, but with black folks. And then I started getting into sculpture, architectural design, and also murals. As I was in college at the University of Cincinnati, I started out at architectural engineering technology over at OCUS because I was always told that, you know, if you're an artist, you might as well become an architect because you can't make any money as an artist. But that was when I met Mr. O'Neill somewhere on some street corner where I was maybe trying to show some art, and he kind of looked at me and said, "Hey, brother, why don't you come on over to this art consortium on Land Street?" And I was like, I don't even know, like, last time I went to Land Street, it wasn't for the right reason. So let me check this out. And so I went over to consortium and met with Mr. O'Neill and got to meet Toylan and her mama, and it was a wonderful experience. So it got me started on a different path, a better path than I was going in. So, you know, looking at the path that I started in and the misinformation that I was given about being a professional artist, I would imagine, and I actually know this because I teach a lot of kids, but I think a lot of kids are being given the wrong information about what it is to be a professional artist, or even if that's possible, especially in our communities. And I think the ROMAC is definitely going to be a place where people can come and not only express themselves, but be able to see professional artists excelling and being able to be taught by those artists on how to excel and how to take their creative craft and earn a living. As I have, you know, a creative walk, I've also had a spiritual walk and been growing in both of those aspects, you know, same time. And so what I try to do is I try to infuse not only, my walk even as a black man in Cincinnati and Ohio in the United States, but also my walk as a believer. And now I used to call myself a Christian, but now a kingdom citizen. So I try to infuse that kingdom mentality into my work when I get a chance, and do what it says in the word, which is seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all things will be given unto you. And so whenever I put that paint to the canvas, I'm trying to present that message, and all things will be given to me. A lot of the work that I do is commissioned, or it's murals that are around the city here, but when I do get a chance to do projects that come straight from my heart, like I said, normally they are going to be kingdom oriented. So there is a piece that I call Revelation, which is basically a play on an old world Italian painting done in like 1619 by a guy named, I think it was Rene, Italian painter. And I think a lot of us have seen this. It's the Archangel Michael chaining up the devil for 1,000 years. So what I did was I basically took that imagery and I put my brother, a good friend of mine who was in the military, in that piece. And he is this, you know, very powerful, strong black man with, you know, angel's wings, and he's, you know, chaining up the devil for 1,000 years. It just makes the piece to me look more realistic, and also just stronger and more relative to a viewing audience that relates to me. Honestly, I probably would have started if the ROMAC was in Cincinnati in the early '90s when I was growing up. I probably would have gone into a more creative route sooner. But I will say that I think God has a plan for everything, and He doesn't make any mistakes. And so I think that me going into the architectural route first and and starting to learn how to do, computer-aided design, and then meeting Mr. O'Neill and getting more into what was truly in my heart, which is, the creative side of rendering our people. Those two things go together hand in hand in my work, and I think that's really what sets me apart from other artists, and also has helped me to, excel in mural design and mural execution. So, as I stated before, I met Mr. O'Neill, and he was, gave me the kind of raspy, quiet voice, and loved every time I got a chance to talk to him. But, some people will talk about, he had those eyes. Well, I look at those eyes every day. You know what I mean? And so after getting to meet him and getting to meet Toylan and the thousands of O'Neill cousins in the city of Cincinnati, it was funny to see the same eyes that I get to look at all the time. And I started wondering, like, man, these people look too much. They look more like my family than my family. And so over time, it got to be that was it. So I do look at Toylan as a much older sister, much older big sister. See, look, just a little older big sister. And have enjoyed watching her grow as not only an artist, but also in her professional realm and helping other artists. It's been a beautiful thing.